Amanda here from Create Your Future. Today we have Katie joining us. Hi, Katie.
Hey guys.
We have a really exciting success story of how one of Katie's clients basically turned her whole entire situation around, got rid of the third party, and actually manifested him making her a priority. And that's what today's video is about, is how to manifest making, like, someone making you a priority. So we've got a really, really great technique that Katie's going to explain that you can use in your life once we go through the success story. So welcome, Katie.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a really awesome success story that happened really quickly actually. Like we had two sessions. Session number 2, she got the results. And what happened was she had, her SP that was actually with somebody else, right? And at the time that we were meeting, it really just felt like he was this outside thing. She wasn't sure how she was going to do it. She was actually feeling pretty insecure, like about the whole thing. What we went over is this technique I'm going to show you with the intentions and inner conversation. And just from her going within and doing this by session 2 that we've had, I think it took like a month. Not only did he get rid of the third party, right, but he was clearing his weekends for her, spending every weekend together. He's getting her gifts, like everything she wanted. And it happened so quickly just because she totally committed to this technique of intentions, the mental diet, and the mental conversations. And like it really, even on our call today, she was just like, it was technically so easy and she still can't believe it, but because she keeps persisting, it's like it's just getting better and better.
That is so amazing. I love that. Yay. Guys, one thing I just want to put out there, because I've just heard it in my head, is, you know what? Everybody takes as little time or as much time as they need. Time is irrelevant. So guys, if you've been struggling for a while and you're just like 2 sessions, no, it's going to happen. It's happening now for me. Okay. Everybody's at a different level with law of attraction. They have different belief and faith in it. And some are stronger than others. And, so, but never be discouraged. Okay. So, resolve right now that this is what I want and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it now. Right. And, the quicker you find your blocks, the quicker you're going to speed it up to it. So it is possible to turn it around your situation like that. And yeah, sometimes things may take time. You're creating that, so you get to change it. That's the good news, right?
Totally, totally. And this is like, it's taking me in my own personal life years for some things, and some just take a day. It's all enjoy the journey. It's we're all just finding
Exactly.
out.
Well, and I know this isn't even the topic of the video, but I'm going to throw it in there, is one thing to remember is nothing's ever a failure. It's always a choice. Okay. So, I know, for instance, it took me a good couple years to really manifest this channel and this business. And did I fail for a couple years? No, I chose to take that amount of time. Okay. It was a choice, right? It's never a failure. It's always a choice. So if you look at it that way, then it's easy to say, well, then I can choose to change that, right? Rather than beating yourself up because, labeling as a failure is now going to bring in negative emotions in there that I'm not good enough, da 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 da, what's wrong with me? And we're adding an extra layer of story that you just don't need, plus a bunch of emotional attachment, plus a bunch of resisting our current reality, right? So just by letting go of the even possibility of something being a success or failure and just stopping and saying, no, this is just a choice and I can choose to change it, is going to really open up a world of difference for you. So everybody that was sitting there beating themselves up, you've made a choice and choose to change it right now.
Yeah, because your SP's in you right now. Like your desire's been in you the whole time. It's not going anywhere. And something I even worked on with this client and with all my clients is like they've been with you the whole time. They're inside of you. Technically, there was no waiting. Even if you feel like you're separated, it's all an illusion. They're not separate from you. They are you. Like they're with you, holding you right now. You just have to be aware of it. And you can do it right now. Just feel their arms around you. And like it's done. And then just keep doing that and feeling that and it'll be done. Like it
Right?
really can be that easy, and it feels like
Yeah.
all the pressure's off, and you just believe the 4D feels so much better.
Exactly. Well, that brings us right into this technique, right? That you use. It's about creating your intentions around what you're going to see, what you're going to feel, and what you love doing is what are you going to hear? What does it sound like? Because we all know the story where I intended that Andrew would chase me, and sure enough, the next day he chased me up the driveway. Well, this wasn't what I was going for. So do you want to explain a little bit, because I know we're saying this, but what does it look like for everybody to create these see, hear, and feel sort of statements?
Yeah, so the way it looks is like we start with the intention. I like to start with the intention where it's like, I intend he makes me the priority. I intend she makes me the priority, right? And that gives us some direction. But then we want to add the other elements of like, okay, like I like to go first to what would I hear? If I was the priority, what would I hear from my SP? Well, they would say things to me like, I cleared my schedule for you. Like, you are what I want to see. Like, I'm taking you out. I'm taking you out for the weekends. Like, everything else moves for you, right? They would say something like that that shows me like I really am the priority. Like they put me first, right? And from that place, you get this whole imagery like, oh, they cleared the whole weekend for me. They're taking me on a trip. And then instantly your mind probably starts to go to like wherever they're taking you, like vacation, a cabin, like whatever you want, just a great date night. You start to see it. And then I like to also go into like their rate with me telling me. So even using the hugging thing where when I do my intentions with my SV, I'll pretend he's just like holding me, like listening, like, okay, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Like, I got that. I'll do that. Right. Because they are inside of you. So you can feel them like holding you in the moment. Or, right, we were talking about the congratulations where they touch your hand or they hug you or they kiss you and just say, like, I'm taking you out for the weekend. And so you're bringing all the tones of reality in where it's like you hear them, you feel them, you see where you might go. And you kind of get lost as you do these intentions and what you're hearing in this reality that it's existing for you, right? And the more specific you get about it, I do find it's easier to visualize or just feel it or like just imagine it, right? It gets a lot clearer.
Exactly. So, and we were talking about this earlier, right? So, sometimes it's not just enough to say, you know what, I intend that they care about me. Because, when, say, for instance, right, I used to smoke years ago, right? And people would nag me, my friends' family, oh, you should stop smoking, stop smoking. And then it would be like, oh, they're just saying that because they care about me. So now I've created nagging me to mean caring about me, okay? So when I say, well, I intend so-and-so cares about me, that's going to automatically bring about nagging because I've already sort of connected those two things in my mind and my subconscious mind because I gave nagging the meaning that they care about me. Now, when somebody comes up and nags me about something, then I don't feel like I'm cared about. I feel like I'm nagged about. So we really want to become clear of what does caring about you look like? Just like, Katie gave really good gold here and I could see every subscriber quickly grab pen, rewind the video back to, well, it looks like I'm going to clear my weekend for you. What does caring about you look like? Well, they ask you if you need anything from the store. They cook you dinner. What does chasing you look like? That means they text me every single minute of the day, constantly asking me how my day's going. They tell me everything about their life. They're open and they like offer up all the information about how their day was. Caring about me means they ask me how I slept last night. So, let's get the specifics of what that you redefine those things, and even if you've defined them where they are what you think they are, even by redefining them even further to that detail, you're going to recognize it when he shows up. You know, many times that I've like mistaken like caring for me as nagging and like completely like ruined things when they were totally well intentioned. Because the person was caring as per my subconscious beliefs and protocol that the law has to follow. Yet when it showed up, I reacted as nagging and then further drove a wedge, right? So how often are we doing that in our relationships, right?
Well, because they have no free will, right? So they have to
No, they don't.
define. They're like, why are you making me do this? That's what I was imagining. I'm like, oh, could I do it
I only do this because I care. Is that what really caring is, right? Feels a lot like nagging to me.
You have to redefine it. And I do find with the like hearing it and defining it, and you can use like movies or books or like anything as your inspiration if you don't know what it's like to be cared for. Like find the things that just like again, like movies, things like that feel good to you. And you will redefine it. You're gonna find what feels good to you. And when you start doing that with your SP on the inside, you feel it. And that's I think one of the biggest things for time, because there is no time, it's all in the now, right? Past and future, it's all the now. When you feel them caring for you, and I have so many clients, like they'll say what they want their SP to say. Like the SP will be like, I care about you. Like, how are you today? And that is usually when the tears come, because there's just such a release of like, oh my God, that's what I've been waiting to feel. And you can feel it right now. Like that's what's so powerful. You can feel your SP loving you like right now. Like it's so cool.
You can just by immersing yourself in the thoughts and the intentions of what you're going to see, hear, and feel. in those moments, yeah, you bring yourself there. And the more you bring yourself there and stay there, the stronger the attraction for the 4D or the 3D to catch up to that 4D reality, right? Like, so powerful. Like, wow, you know what? This was, I'm going to say, most people, this was gold, this video. And we're not even done yet. But so far, it's gold. So, guys, Katie's got a special treat for you, because not only has she actually written out a bunch of intentions, she's actually added in what you're going to hear, what that intention could actually sound like. So get your pen and papers out. Actually, maybe just listen the first time around, and maybe the second time get your pen and paper out. But nonetheless, yes, Katie, go ahead and introduce your setup of this exercise we're going to go through, and I'm so excited for it. It's amazing.
I mean, it's what I've done, and clients are really loving it. And of course, it's like with all the intentions, like hear them, feel them, and then add your own, right? Like make it your own, like add in their own nickname, like things like that. Just make it personal. All right, so let's start with the priority. So the way I like to do this is I do my intention, and then I just hear them. What would they say to me to back up this intention? Okay, so I intend, I am my SP's priority. So what I would hear from them is like, hey babe, cleared my whole schedule for you, like taking you out for the weekends, like you're number one, something like that, right? And so we're gonna keep going in that flow, and you would just add in like, what would they say to me? And that's where it's like, you just add in their own flavor, add in their voice, and you'll feel it, because they're trying to talk to you this way anyway. Okay, so I intend, what I want wants me. So I'd hear them say, you're all I think about, you're all I've ever wanted, right? You're everything to me. Okay. I intend, my SP is attracted to me. They would say, I am so drawn to you. You are irresistible to me. I always want to be around you. I intend, everything that I do, my SP loves about me. And they would say to me, everything you do is so alluring, so sexy, so amazing. I appreciate about you. I intend, I am their dream person, girl, boy, whatever you want to be. And they would say to me, like, you are literally what I've been dreaming about my whole life. Like, you are it. All right, I intend, my SP can't get enough of me. They would say to me, I'm always falling more and more in love with you. I love everything about you. I want you more and more. I intend, my SP respects me. They would say to me, I support all that you do. You're amazing to me. I intend, my SP cares for me. They would say to me, what do you want? Or what do you want me to do? I would do anything for you. What do you need? What can I get for you? They're always asking me questions.
I've had this, and it's like, what do you want from me? Well, I want you to love me more. Well, I do. Okay, great. We're on the same page. Then moving on.
But you know, it's passion with love, however you want them to say it. Oh man. All right, I intend, my SP gives me everything, right? The SP would say, I planned a trip for you. I got this for you. I would do anything for you. I love always finding ways to love and surprise you. I intend, my SP supports me and is here for me. They would say to me, I'm always going to be here for you. I am always here for you. No matter what you do, I love you. I intend, my SP and everyone supports me and my success. They say to me, you keep getting better and better, and we all just love you more and more. I intend, my SP makes me laugh. They would say to me, I love bringing you humor and fun. I love making you laugh. I love seeing you happy. I intend, my SP always wants to be with me. They would say to me, I love sharing my life with you. I love being around you. I want to spend my life with you. I intend, my SP is affectionate and loving. They would say things to me like, I love touching you. I love holding you. I love being close to you. I intend, my SP always feels good around me. They say things like, I always feel good around you. I just love being around you. I intend, my SP and I are always on the same page. They say things to me like, I was thinking the same thing. I love that we're always on the same page. I intend, my SP always thinks positively about me, right? They say things to me like, I'm so lucky to have this person. I'm so lucky to have met her. They are the best. I love being around them, and I'm so, so lucky. Okay.
Oh, I love it. And guys, you know what? As requested, we are going to be posting these intentions and all of Katie's amazing intentions over in the Patreon group. So definitely check the link in the description below. Sign up for the Patreon group, because we are going to post, and we have been posting. Well, we are going to start No, well, as you watch this, it's already happened. All of her intentions over in there. So that way you guys have got them at your disposal. So amazing. Thank you so much for being here today, Katie. Amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, guys, I have to say, even I'm blown away from this video. So again, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And you know what? I intend that each and every one of you guys see something special in this video and have a breakthrough moment and really take and create one area of your life or other, because not only is this used for relationships, you can use it for employees, for bosses, for coworkers, for friends, for family, for anybody. A specific person is a specific person. So awesome. Guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.